Hello and welcome back to Huskies Weekend Preview. I'm your host, Alexis Pearson. Another busy weekend is ahead of us for Huskies athletics. Let's start with the men's basketball team, who will hit the road for matchups against Wayne State College and Augustana University. On Friday, the Huskies will take on Wayne State. Last time these teams met, the Huskies completely dominated in an 82-58 win, a game that was in the middle of a 10-game win streak for the Huskies. The top two scorers in that game for the Huskies were Sean Smith and Gage Davis, and they have been having incredible seasons with a chance to take down the Wildcats once again this upcoming weekend. Wayne State won't go down without a fight, however, as they have only 5 losses on the season and will be riding a 3-game win streak when the Huskies come to town on Friday. On Saturday, the Huskies will take on Augustana University. Last season, the Vikings were another one of the victims of the Huskies' 10-game win streak, as the Huskies were able to defeat them by a final score of 80-63. Brindley Tyson led the scoring in that game for both teams with 29 points. Augustana has lost their last 3 games and will be in action the night before against the University of Minnesota Duluth. Game times are 7:30 on Friday and 5:30 on Saturday. The women's basketball team will also be in action, taking on the same teams as the men this weekend. Last season, the Huskies fell to the Wildcats by a score of 84-56. This was the Huskies' 6th lowest scoring game of the season last year. And the Wildcats currently have a 13-9 record on the season and have dropped 3 of their last 4 games. On Saturday, the Huskies will take on the Augustana Vikings. Last time these teams met, the Huskies lost a close one in overtime by a final score of 76-74. The Vikings will be coming into the weekend coming off a 6-point loss to Mary, and the Huskies will bring a 12-8 overall record with them into this weekend. Game times are 5:30 on Friday and 3:30 on Saturday. Here's what senior guard Mally Doucet had to say about their upcoming opponents.
Well, no matter what road trip, it's always going to be tough on the road in the NSIC. I mean, it's tough at home, but I think what we've been trying to do for the past few weeks is we'll play good for like 10 minutes or quarter, and then we have like a rough quarter. So we've really been trying to string together a good executed 40 minutes, and I think once we figure out how to do that, we're going to be pretty tough. Oh man, it's been great. I've started at Moorhead, but I would do the exact same path all over again. It's been a wonderful 4 years here. I think the biggest thing of Husky basketball is family. We all treat each other like family, like I said, and we're always there for each other. We hang out all the time, and Fish makes it super easy to be a college athlete.
The wrestling team has 2 upcoming matchups this week, the first of those in Iowa against Upper Iowa University. These teams have already met once this season in early January when the Huskies came away with a 27-12 win. Garrett Aldrich was the only Husky on the day to get a pin, while Colton Ishins won by tech fall. Their 27 points on the day was the 3rd lowest points they've scored in a matchup all season. The Peacocks only have 2 wins in their last 5 matchups, and the action starts at 7 p.m. On Saturday, they will host Minnesota State Mankato for their first meeting together of the season. Last season, the Huskies snuck away with a close one, coming away with a 19-13 win in Mankato. All of the Husky wins in this matchup came by decision except for Brett Velasquez, who won by major decision. This will be the final home duel of the year for the Huskies as action starts at 2 p.m., with it being Senior Day and Prep Day, where all youth up to senior in high school get $1 admission. Here's what Travis Swanson had to say about their upcoming opponents.
Coach Costanzo really knows what he's doing. He has us tapering off a little bit. We spend less time, a little less time working out. We still focus on our problem areas, and we're trying to get better every day, improving that. We're focusing a lot on our footwork, staying moving. That's how we're going to score a lot of points, wrestle that entertaining style of wrestling. And that's what we're focused on doing, going out there, scoring a lot of points, and performing. Those are the keys to success. Yeah, so we definitely have a brotherhood here in the wrestling room, and I think of them as my family, a family away from home. I'm not far from home, but I can always run to them. I feel a lot worse disappointing Steve than I do disappointing my dad, so it's really a family atmosphere, and I'd do anything for them. I love them to death.
The tennis season is just getting started, and the Huskies will have 2 matchups in Duluth on Saturday. Their first matchup will be against the University of Minnesota Crookston. Last season, the Huskies dominated with a 9-0 win, but this will be Crookston's 2nd matchup of the season. Start time is set for 2:30 p.m. Later in the day, Huskies will take on the Bemidji State Beavers, who the Huskies have already seen once for their first matchup of the season, falling by a score of 5-2. Last season, the Huskies also fell to the Beavers in their only matchup of the season by a close score of 5-4. The action starts at 6 p.m. Last but not least is the track and field team, who will take a quick trip down the road to compete at St. John's University this Saturday. The track and field team is coming off last weekend competing at the Ted Nelson Classic in Mankato. Thanks for watching.